So today we're doing pendulum painting and we're going to make our own paint. So if you don't have paint at home, it's no big deal. We're making what's called flower paint. So you're going to take a 1/4 cup of flour, put it in a cup, a styrofoam cup or a plastic cup, and you're going to add water until it's a thin consistency. So you want it drippy. Here we're going to add food coloring. I happen to only have this cake decorating food coloring at home. Maybe you have the food coloring that's where you squeeze it in and just squeeze the dots. That works great too. So remember to poke holes in both sides of the cup and the bottom. Get parents to help you unless you have a styrofoam cup. Hey Level Grow Bulldogs, it's Miss Church again with our next art project. It's so beautiful outside today. I thought I would do another outdoor activity with you. Today we're going to do pendulum painting. And pendulum painting is something really great to do outside. What is a pendulum? Well, a pendulum is a swing. It's attached to a pivotal point. So for example, if you were out on your playground at school or at home and you have a swing set, your swing, when you sit in it from force of gravity, you can make it swing round and round. You can make it swing back and forth, and that's what a pendulum does. But the swing set itself never moves. So the first thing that you have to have on a pendulum is you have to have something that's called a bob. And the bob is what the weights on the string or the wire or the chain. So we've got some string here, and our bob is our cups of paint. Now, don't worry if you don't have paint at home. This paint was made with flour and water and food coloring. So you can see its consistency. You probably saw earlier how we mixed that up. The flour and the water and the food coloring are combined to make a very liquidy paint. We have poked holes in our plastic cup on both sides and on the bottom, and I put a piece of tape on the hole on the bottom so that the paint doesn't come out until I'm ready for it to. If you have styrofoam cups at home, that would be your really best bet because you can poke a hole easily. I didn't have any at home. If you have to use plastic cups like this, solo cups, be sure to get a parent to help you poke the holes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up our pendulum now, and I'm gonna teach you how. Okay, so my daughter Emily and I have set up our pendulum swing. We've just run the yarn that we have or any string that you can find around your house through the sides of the cup. And the way we've set up our pendulum is I've just used bar stools from my kitchen here, and I have used a broom. Anything you can find that will allow your pendulum to sit up is great, okay? So what Emily's going to be doing now is she's going to be taking the tape off the bottom of the cup where I had poked the hole, and hopefully our paint will start dripping through the hole in the cup.
Maybe there's too much flour down there.
Hopefully our hole...
Oh, it's filled with flour.
So Emily has swung the cup to make the pendulum, and you can see that it's making some patterns now. Swing it back and forth. Okay.
Oopsies.
So guys, I think what we just learned from our experiment is that our paint is too thick. It's just making some dots, and the reason I'm going to include this instead of redoing the orange is because, hey, this is how we learn. Now the dots are pretty cool, but this time what we did is we're going to water down our flower paint a lot more so that it'll come out more of a stream. So you're about to see whether or not this works. Okay, pendulum painting, take 2. We're going to work with the blue. And here we go. Now, We've really thinned the paint out. We've got a little bit more of a stream going on. Still a few dots. You can see how we're changing the direction. All right, friends. The second color paint was better, I think. It was thinned down a little bit, not quite so many dots. Still some issues though. We have decided for our third color that what we're going to do is we're going to make a larger hole in the bottom of the cup so that more paint can come out the bottom all at one time. So this color's yellow, so let's see what this does. This is what art experiment is for. Okay, so you can see that we not only thinned out the paint, but made the hole a good bit larger. Notice that we don't get the dots anymore. We've got a good stream of our flower paint mixture. I think we've got it. By George, we've got it. So I hope you had fun pendulum painting today. I thought I'd like for you to see my neighbor's horses here. They're coming up to visit me. Isn't that cool that I have some cool friends right here? There they are. So your pendulum painting, guys, can be done on paper, big paper like mine. I just happen to have that around the house where we were doing some construction. But also, hey, my buddy right here. Hey buddy. Woo, okay. But also, it's just flower-based paint, so you might even be able to do it on your sidewalk or somewhere and wash it off. But I wanted to be sure to protect my concrete since it was white, so you might want to check with your parents first on that. But it is completely edible. It is washable. So hopefully you guys had a great day today, and I miss you all so much. And let's say goodbye. Bye.